Welcome to Noona Ya Business Podcast, episode 40, Thankful For, with your hosts, Becca and Megan. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, today we're going over a list of all the things we're thankful for. From K-pop and K-dramas to airport fashion photos, we cover a wide range of topics. We also give some details on our BTS book club, announce a surprise 10K giveaway winner, and discuss what Thanksgiving foods BTS members would be. All I can say is, please pass the gravy. That's what you're in for today on Noona Ya Business. I don't know where to start. I never know where to start.
It's funny because, are we starting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see you there, and then I see you there, and then I see me there.
I don't know where to look.
This is like,
it's overwhelming.
What was that movie with Leonardo? Inception. I don't actually think it is like Inception. I don't remember what that movie's about, but... Am I loud enough? Am I registering on the thingy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hello, everyone.
As a reminder, welcome to Noona Ya Business. Welcome.
We're in the same room, Becca and
we are finally in the same room, which makes it awkward because you can listen to this on many avenues. Mm-hmm. You can also watch us on YouTube or on our website. So that means we do video recording. We've never had to do it in person. Mm-mm. And watching us set this up, we should have taken a time lapse of, we need a light here, we need this light, we need this laptop, we need this iPad, that doesn't work, we need to switch. So if you're watching us today, it's going to look awkward because I'm going to look at Megan, not at the camera. But hi, real quick. Hello, everybody.
I'm very distracted by motion. So every time it happens, I'm like, ugh. Also, we have Becca's super nice big computer screen sitting on some books. Then we have Becca's husband's laptop balancing on a roll of carbon paper. We don't want to drop them. We're going to have to post it because it's pretty funny.
Yeah, we've got about $4,000 or $5,000. Whoa, $5,000 or $6,000 worth of technology balancing on some very not stable things on a wobbly card table that we tend to hit a lot when we get excited.
That's why I'm keeping you can't see my hands are like this in my lap, and I'm just going to sit. I'm just going to sit like this.
We're a high-class operation.
We are. We're making it happen, man.
All right.
That's all that matters.
So yeah, Megan and I are together in the same room. I didn't ask you this before when you got here, but I'm dying to know. Has it been 2 months since I've seen you in person?
It has been...
Since
BTS concert was October 3rd. It's been almost 2 months. It's been 6 weeks or something. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem that long, and it also seems that long.
I feel like the only reason that it's not been actually heartbreakingly impossible is because we Skype to do the podcast.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't actually see your face once a week, I would be freaking out. You're like my comfort animal.
Welcome back.
I missed you.
Welcome back. I'm glad we can at least do video once a week. That's fun.
Yeah. It's better than nothing, but this is better, much better than that. Mm-hmm. So this is pretty fun. I really miss coming over.
It's been hard.
It's been really hard. You know, I had this thought. We're gonna take a trip down memory lane, Becca.
Please, can we?
When I got into my car tonight, it's been sitting under a tree for a month and a half. Nobody's been driving it because I've been in Chicago and I didn't take my car. So I had to scrape off the ice, and I got in, I turned on the heat, and I waited for it to heat up, and I had this flashback to coming over here to watch Reply 1988.
Aww.
And all the other things. I feel like when we first started doing this, it must have been winter, because I feel like I came over a whole bunch when it was really cold outside and really snowy. And I just had this lovely flashback of driving to you in the winter to watch K-dramas together.
I started watching K-dramas on February 14th.
Did you really?
2014, I believe.
And it was pasta. Okay. Proposition.
Yes.
For Valentine's Day this year.
Yes, I'm all ears.
Review pasta.
Please, could we?
Because it was both of our first.
Yep. That sounds...
I stand by that statement.
She's not wrong.
First time I felt love ever. And you watched on Valentine's Day. I feel like it's a really good thing. Also, what are we going to do for our 1-year anniversary?
I have ideas.
Because our first podcast posted December 8th. Is that right?
Yep.
And if you guys follow us on Twitter, we got a notification from Twitter that Becca set up our Twitter account a year ago this past week. So we just celebrated our 1-year Twitter
Let's go over all of our milestones today.
We've had some major milestones, yeah.
Okay, number 1, we've hit 10,000 downloads.
We did it. High five.
So,
which is genuinely, when we started this a year ago, not even a number I would have fathomed.
No, I honestly thought, if we could get 1,000 in the first year,
if we get
that would be
500
great.
people to listen to us,
that would be great. I don't know. Bless y'all for listening, because
seriously,
that's 1,000. That's 10,000 hours you're not gonna get back. So
more than 10,000
thank you for spending them with us.
Yes, it means a lot to us.
So in that vein,
yes,
we are going to do another giveaway.
Oh, we are?
So we're doing a 10K giveaway. And as of tonight, so it is Tuesday night before Thanksgiving, anybody that has ever emailed us ever, I have put all of your names into a random generator, and I'm going to pick a winner at the end of the show.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And we are going to mail that person, if they want it, maybe they don't want it, maybe they started listening and they don't listen anymore. We're going to mail them a very special gift. I already have it picked out, and you will get it by Christmas.
It's one of those people who was listening to us until we went way too hard on Boys Over Flowers. And then they went in and gave us all those thumbs down and then quit.
I love it. That's our most controversial podcast. People either love it
or hate it. Which I get, but it's just you can't argue though. You can't argue
silly.
that it's nuts. Yeah. It's so nuts.
And the funny thing
anyone
is,
should behave.
Nobody has ever to our face told us they don't like it. But it's my favorite thing ever.
Again, it's probably the same person that was so furious about how disrespectful we were to Boys Over Flowers. They also went and gave us a 1-star review in iTunes. A legendary 1-star review that haunts my waking hours.
I like to think that person has just never been saxed. And they felt very personally attacked that we both enjoyed a good saxing.
Guys, we can make that happen for you. We have a full sax video on our YouTube page. Becca did a fabulous job putting it together.
My only ambition in life is to get people saxed. Slow sax, hard sax.
Saxiest person I've ever met in my life.
Hard sax. I love it. So, yay! We hit 10,000.
That's amazing.
We're doing our 10K giveaway. Mm-hmm. Also, we got our first sponsor.
Which is still sinking in.
We got our first sponsor offer this week. Yeah. So it's only in certain parts of the country. So if you don't even live in America, you probably never hear it.
Don't worry about it.
Most people in America won't hear it because it's only eligible in 2 states.
Well, really?
Yeah, but still, we got our first sponsor.
We'll take it. Someone wants to advertise on our podcast.
Yes, so. And we've never really reached out to anybody to sponsor. No. We just do this for fun.
Came through the podcasting website.
And it was great. So, milestones.
It's kind of a big win for me right now because if you guys haven't noticed, even though I talk about it a lot, I'm unemployed and I'm feeling very directionless and terrified. So when Becca told me, I was like, oh, thank God I have income now. It's going to be 50 cents.
It's going to be $3.
Hey, that's more than I have in my wallet at this moment.
Go us.
Go us.
Big milestones. Yes. And then like Megan said, our last milestone is we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary. Mm-hmm.
Can't believe it.
1 year ago today.
Can't believe it.
If that Becca could see me now.
Yeah, seriously. If December 2017 Megan, actually, if she could see December 2018 Megan, she'd be like, how did you spiral so fast? How did so many things go so wrong so quickly? This was only a year.
December 2017 Becca would tell current Becca, you look even more exhausted. Didn't your children grow up a little bit?
Why are you so tired?
Why are you so tired? What's wrong with you?
2018 Becca would be like, okay, 2017 Becca, you need to back off. You don't even know about all the hospital visits
you don't know me.
Step off. And 2018 Megan would be like, I was trying to be fun and spontaneous. I don't know, Megan. You always are mad about the fact that I wasn't spontaneous, and here I am.
I'm being spontaneous.
I'm just going with the flow, man. It's terrible. I hate it.
So those are our milestones.
Those are good milestones. It was a big week for us. I feel like those were all very exciting things to realize.
I love it.
Oh, also, connected to our giveaway. So our previous giveaway, what was that for? 5,000?
5K giveaway.
Fernanda, our winner, we've mentioned before, she requested that we do an XO episode. And we were like, yeah, great. We'll just throw together an XO episode and we'll have it next week. Guys, this is Fernanda. We have not forgotten. We're so going to do it. We've just gotten so much incredible feedback from listeners. Like, watch these videos. You have to know this stuff. So it's just taking us longer to like appropriately research it, I think. So we are definitely still doing it. We are currently researching XO to our little heart's content because we want to do a proper job of representing them. So don't worry, we haven't forgotten. It's coming up. We just want to make sure we give it a full
our all
thing. Yeah, that's it. So
also, Fernanda requested that we do My Love from Another Star recap, and we've also been working on that. We were going to do that tonight. However, life. And so I only got through 3 of the episodes. I was supposed to get through 6, so I'm really sorry. Look for that next week, maybe.
I am unemployed, so I got through all of them, plus some, because after episode 10, I was like, I'm just going to sit here and let it play. I'm just going to keep going because I have nothing else to do. Dominju! Oh, man, I have a lot to say about Dominju.
I have a lot to say about a lot of things. Can we jump into a couple of reassesses?
Yes.
Real quick.
Yes.
All right, number 1. People really seem to like that last week we talked about how I have a major girl crush on Hyolyn.
Yes.
I'm not lying, guys. Genuinely think like I would like to be that woman in a way. I think she's magnificent. And people wrote in to say, I had mentioned that I admire her because she pushes back against a lot of beauty standards in Korea. Like, she's very tan. She has this giant tattoo on her stomach and it's always visible. And I just think that's like such a brave thing because like not a lot of idols in Korea have tattoos. And people wrote in to say she has that tattoo because she had childhood cancer. I
had no idea.
I had no idea. So I researched it and sure enough, she's had 2 major operations in her life and that tattoo covers her scars because she was very self-conscious about those scars.
One of one of our friends on YouTube, a couple people actually weighed in on that, and somebody sent us a link to a Soompi article about it, and she had said that families with kids with the same condition that she had have reached out to her and like thanked her for being upfront about what she went through, and I thought that was really cool. It made me obviously respect her on a whole new level. She's a very good choice for your girl crush.
I have such a girl crush on her. Yeah, such a girl crush on her.
I knew nothing about her until you brought her up last week because, I was telling somebody else this too. Who was I talking to? Man, guys, this was like a day ago. Another podcast. I was chatting with another podcast on Instagram, and they were talking about wanting us to do a girl groups episode. I was like, yeah, we really need to, because I made a playlist. I'm going to be doing some more web posting for our website because I don't know if you guys have heard, but I'm unemployed and I have nothing to do. So I'm just to give me a project. I put together like a website with a playlist for winter, like a winter K-pop playlist. And I got through the whole thing and realized the whole thing was dudes. All dudes.
All dudes.
There's like 1-2 songs featuring a female singer.
Was there any sax?
Oh, man.
You are a Lee-Min disappointment to me. A Lee-Min disappointment.
Waiting to hear
that. Get that sax on there. Get those ladies on there.
Yes. Man, and that's another one that we've gotten a request for is to do eventually. I'm sorry, I don't know how I got into this thread. To do like classic K-pop. So like go back into the history of K-pop, which I hope that we do get to do that because that was a great suggestion. And also another one of our listeners who's really great started a Twitter called Kpopclopedia. I always say
yes.
It wrong. So she's been like listing all these like facts about classic K-pop acts and also just like the timeline. So we have resources now too where we can go. So I'm getting very excited about this. I feel like I'm like
getting me excited about this.
I know, EXO, girl groups, and the history of K-pop.
I love it.
I'm so excited.
Let's do all those things.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know how I got here.
Well, I like that because I said that Hyolyn has that tattoo because she had childhood cancer.
Yes,
and then
I spiraled again.
That's all right.
That's the key word for 2018, Megan.
Spiraling.
Yeah, people were really responding to that.
It was great. It was
I
fun.
love our like let's chat episodes because I always think like, oh god, what are we going to talk about? It's going to be boring, and then it always ends up being like people will like it because it's the whole point is that we just come to chat and hang out.
Yep.
I feel like that's what's fun about it is we're just hanging out, man.
And I always feel like we have to have a topic, so we feel like if we don't know what to talk about, we can
have something to fall back
on. But we always have stuff to talk
never
about.
a time, really, yeah. Sometimes our topics are so vague, like I see what we're doing here. We just wanted to talk. Did you have another Let's Reassess?
I did. So my other one is going back to Fernanda and the EXO episode. I have been listening at work like nonstop. I'll just go to Spotify, type in EXO, and just hit shuffle on that son of a gun. And all day today, I had Monster in my head. Like all day, their song Is it called Monster? I love it.
That's probably my favorite EXO song.
I must have been humming it because when I went to leave, my manager behind me was like, da, 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 da. And like, he's not a K-pop guy.
You're like embedding it in his brain.
Just singing it over and over and over. Mm-hmm. So I must have been humming it, or my headphones were loud enough that he could hear it, but...
I was walking around Target with my mom today, and I was humming Instagram by Dean. And I was definitely in my own little world because at one point I realized how loud I was poorly humming it. So we're spreading the gospel of K-pop, whether we know it or not.
K-pop.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Me too.
So I think those were my only two reassesses.
I have one, and it is like an apology to you and to all of you. I wore a turtleneck last week. And even though for 6 years I worked in news and heard the production guys go like, ugh, her turtleneck's hitting her mic every night, or her necklace is hitting her mic, or her hair is hitting her mic, I didn't think about it. So you can hear my turtleneck hitting the mic over and over, and I'm really sorry.
We should just, in general, sorry guys, last week was rough. Again, my computer, the audio wasn't hooked up right, so I was actually recording through my AirPod, which I never have set that up. I don't know how it got switched, so I sounded funny. I thought you sounded fine.
I was so hyper.
Also, that turtleneck was hot. That was a good looking turtleneck.
I was physically very hot. You can see me pitted out at the end. But hey, we're all people here. It's just being authentic. Actually, I guess that was 2 weeks ago. Last week was like a weird blur, and it was by the time I realized we hadn't talked about podcasting, it was like Saturday.
Nah, that's all right.
I didn't even do anything last week.
We needed a break.
I guess so. We were busy ladies. I'm not. You're a busy lady.
We needed a break.
So we're back though.
Yes.
That was my reassess. Oh, I can do a really quick book club update.
Please do.
Okay, everybody. BTS book club. I feel like we've had enough time to read the book. I totally have. Totally will. But I've been talking to a few people who have reached out with suggestions about how we can chat about it, because when I proposed this, it didn't occur to me that like I'd actually have to come up with a plan. Mm-hmm. So a few options, and I would really like anybody who wants to take part. I love your feedback. So it appears like we could do just a general post at noonayabusiness.com, and then we could have the comments open and just kind of comment and reply to those comments. I think probably that is one of the easier versions of this idea, since not everybody has Twitter or Facebook. However, we can also open up a Twitter thread to chat. We can also open up a private Facebook group, which was one of our viewers' suggestions, and I think is a really good idea and had not crossed my mind. So again, I don't know if there's a forum where we can kind of do this all at once, since we're all in different time zones and spread across the world,
countries,
which is awesome.
Which is great.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like your feedback, because I really do want to do this, and I'm going to read that dang book this week. But I could use your input, what everybody thinks.
How about this? Everybody mull it over. Suss it out, if you will.
Suss it out.
We will put up a Twitter poll. People can vote. We'll put up a Facebook poll. People can vote. And if you don't have either of those social media accounts, email us with what you prefer.
Yes.
And we will combine all the polls and see what's going to work best for everybody.
And I figure at the worst case scenario, if we have all three of those forums active, then we have enough people who will join in on each one that we can at least get a little discussion going.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll figure it out as we go. Obviously there are hiccups, but I need to read a book real bad. So this is really for me as the person I need to grow.
So how about this? Let's just set a date.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I don't really have a calendar.
Oh, I do.
Do you have a calendar in front of you? Sorry.
So we need enough time to chat about, or to like talk it over. Why don't we do, our anniversary is the 8th. Why don't we do the week after that? So why don't we do like, do you want to do like a Friday?
Sure.
How about December 14th?
Sounds great.
December 14th, ladies and gentlemen. December 14th.
Oh, I'm getting my wisdom teeth out that day.
Oh, not that day.
Never mind.
Not that
I won't
day.
be able to talk.
Let's do December. Let's do a Monday. Everybody
Let's do a
hates
Monday.
Monday. This is fun. December 17th. And
Sounds
Becca will
great.
be recovering, so she can chat with us on Monday.
You can talk like this, I'll stuff my mouth.
It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it.
I can't wait. That sounds great. I thought of now. I remember my one reassess.
Oh, good.
Sorry. Which is fascinating. So I am now watching While You Were Sleeping, which I really like. Not one of my favorites of all time, but really good.
Yeah.
Solid show. Can't stop watching.
Kind of all you can ask for.
It's just dang delightful. And I saw a couple people on Twitter that we talk with a lot are watching it too. Mm-hmm. Some of them are watching it for the first time. Some of them are rewatching it. Spoiler, kind of. Not really. Doesn't have to do anything with well, it kind of does. Maybe tune out for a bit if you've never seen it before. But we're always talking about how when you want to fall in love, you go to Subway.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It is the place that you go to fall in love.
Obviously.
And while you were sleeping, he gets shot in the stomach, goes to the hospital, like is on death's doorstep. The next day, she comes in and she's like, "Where is he?" And the nurse is like, "I think he's out exercising." Sorry, I remember people say this. "I think he's out exercising." And she's like, "That seems legit." So she like waits for him. And then later that night, she's eating dinner with him, like in the hospital commons area. And she is chowing down a Subway sandwich. And he's like, "That's so mean. You know I've been eating hospital food and I really want that." And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And she's like eating this giant foot-long Subway sandwich. And they're having this very intense conversation about maybe we should break up. And I was like, Subway is like causing a breakup. It's not always about love.
So does that make it good product placement or bad product placement?
I felt very odd about it. I was like, I guess. But it was Subway to go. Oh. So maybe
you're not there.
If you want to fall in love, you have to be in the physical confines of the building.
And I'm going to tell you, I think it is good product placement because even just talking about it right now, I'm so hungry that you brought it up. I'm seriously just like, oh my God.
You're like, oh, the heartbreak.
Somebody
pass
get
me a salami sandwich.
A cold cut trio now. Again, not sponsored by Subway at all.
I thought that was very interesting.
That is interesting. I totally missed that.
Also, who breaks up while consuming a foot-long sandwich?
In a hospital after your significant other has been shot. You know who? A K-drama lead.
Yes.
That sounds
very it also fit. I was watching it at the gym today on my lunch break, on the treadmill, and I was like laughing and then like kind of shocked. Like I think people watching me were like, what is she watching? Like she's having many visceral reactions right now. Yeah.
It is a roller coaster ride of a show.
Undecided at the end of the day how I feel about all of that.
Specifically that scene.
Just that scene. Yeah. Just that one scene. It just...
Because are they like serious about breaking up, or is she kind of like, yeah, whatever, we're not breaking up?
I think she was kind of like, I think we should break up because bad things happen when I'm with you. Oh, it was that whole for your benefit.
Don't like me.
Yes. Which means I love you.
So she's coming in with the double whammy.
Yeah.
She's eating a Subway sandwich. And she says the magic words, don't like me. She's a smart gal.
AKA, I'm in love with you.
AKA, this is it, buddy. This is what you've been waiting for.
We will never be happier than we are right now.
In this moment.
Eating this smelly sandwich.
Me eating this sandwich and you still recovering from a gunshot wound.
After exercising.
Oh,
yeah, I just thought that was very interesting. But I am liking it a lot.
It's fun.
He's super cute. And I texted Megan today. Way throwback to some older older podcast episodes, I Googled, never understood the appeal of this guy. Ever. And today I Googled him in airport fashion.
And that is how you know. That's how you know you're gone.
I was a goner.
That's how you know that it's like, this is it.
And Megan's like, and we never saw Becca again.
And we never heard from Becca again. And then she was like, you know what comes next? The Adam's apple.
The Adam's apple. And I did. I sent you a picture. I Googled him with the Adam's apple. I haven't Googled him with a sucker. Not that desperate yet.
I'll do it right now.
Not that desperate yet.
I'm going to show you what it looks like. Let's look.
There probably isn't one. Is he like J-Hope where he's
totally
terrified
one.
of suckers?
There's totally one.
Why is J-Hope so afraid of suckers?
I don't know, but well, I was watching some Bangtan Bomb or something recently where Jungkook was like just eating a sucker for fun. And I was like, oh, maybe our theory's out the window that it's not like they must really just like suckers. I don't know.
Really enjoy
when you
a good
become
sucker.
a famous idol, you're just getting addicted to suckers. You're right, I can't find a Lee Jung-suk eating a sucker.
Jung-suk.
Somebody
Never
sent us
thought
a
the day would
pronunciation for
come.
his name, and I think I just said it wrong. Dang it, I did read it, you guys. I'm just an idiot.
I never thought the day would come when I would say, that's an attractive man.
Yeah, he's just always been like, I think he's cute.
Yeah, he's fine.
He just, like, doesn't do it for me. That show helped. Oh, that's a good picture. Oh, my. Yep, nope, I can't find any sucker
we
pics.
never heard from Megan again.
And that was that. We almost made it a year before I disappeared into... if anybody has a sucker pic... you can email Becca at NoonaYaBusiness.com.
Kamsahamnida.
She'll appreciate it.
Anyway, that was my only recess.
Yes.
I still am loving While You Were Sleeping, but I thought the subway thing was
A little much.
bucking the stereotype a little bit, and at the same time not.
I feel like doing this podcast has given me new eyes for product placement because when I was rewatching My Love for Another Star in preparation for our recap episode, I was like, oh, this entire scene, there is like a number of scenes that are literally designed to be product placement, and I didn't catch it the first time I watched it. And this
Give
time
us
I'm
an
like,
example.
You don't want to be surprised?
Oh, okay.
Guys, well, let me just say, do you
It's up
remember
to
there's
you.
like a pretty solidly important plot point where he always goes ice fishing with his
lawyer friend.
and then Chun Sung-yi like shows up one time and he has to be like, I don't like you, even though he's lying. Guys,
Oh, that broke my heart.
that's just an excuse for their beanpole, the outdoor wear thing. Like, literally, the only point of that entire scene is so that they have to use camping gear. Like, I'm literally like, I feel like the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, ice fishing, what an interesting and unusual choice. Now I'm like, you sly dogs. You just wanted to get them in camping gear. That's all it is.
That's all it was.
It's like literally the best way you could think of because they've got a very nice tent set up. It's great folding chairs. Their coats could not be more beautiful. And then this time I'm watching it like, this feels very staged. Even though it's a TV show, like, of course it's staged. Like, I feel like that tent is prominently displayed in this scene. That I got kind of mad, honestly, where it's like, you tricked me. I mean, I didn't go buy any out camping gear, but I might have.
I admired it from afar.
It was beautiful.
Just in time for the Christmas season.
Just in time. That is a good show to watch right now because they look as cold as we feel. Because it takes place in winter.
Freaking freezing here in the Midwest.
Oh, it's misery.
I hope it's warm wherever you guys are.
Yeah.
Isn't it summer in Australia?
I don't know.
I hope all you
I don't know how
Australians
the
are
world
super
works.
warm.
It's so cold and sad here.
It's freezing.
and gray all the time. There's like just enough snow to be a problem.
Also, daylight. Can we talk about daylight savings real fast?
It's like it gets shorter.
I just don't
every
understand.
year.
Not every state does it. So, do countries do it? Do other countries know what daylight savings time is?
I have no idea.
So basically, Megan, how would you describe this? You are better at describing things than I am.
I couldn't tell you that I've ever thought about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I couldn't tell you the point of it.
So
Basically, when it's winter, they change it so that you wake up an hour earlier and go to bed an hour earlier, essentially. So you'll get like...
they'll be like, hey, on this Sunday
Yes.
at midnight,
It's really 11 p.m.
it's not going to be midnight. We're going to give you an extra hour. It's going to be 11 p.m. twice that day.
Yeah.
And then you're just an hour behind. So, like, you got to reset all your clocks every year. And then in the spring, they're like, just kidding. Now you're going to lose an hour.
Yeah.
So at midnight, it's not midnight, it's 1 a.m.
Yes.
So now you got to reset all your clocks again. And the real humbug of it is a lot of clocks I don't know how to set. So half the year, they're just wrong. They're just wrong. They're off an hour.
You just go, oh, yeah, I never set that. It's an hour off. They say spring forward, fall back.
Yeah.
I feel like once I learned why we do it.
Okay, so what I heard is that it's because where we live, this doesn't make sense for every state. It's getting colder, so people want to be outside like earlier. They want to get up like the farmers want to get up and still have light because in the winter we get less and less and less sunlight. So they adjust our hours so we see more of it when we're supposedly awake.
Well, it's not working.
It's not fair. And you know what really stinks? I get up, I go to work, it's pitch black.
Oh, yeah.
I leave work, it's pitch black. I don't get to be outside when the sunlight is out anymore.
When I worked at the news station, we didn't have windows in the newsroom. There were days I didn't see the sun at all.
What's wrong with us?
Do other countries...
Are you Googling this?
Yeah. Do...
I would love anybody from another country.
It's a first... When I type in, do other countries do... Daylight savings is the first thing that pops up. So we're not the first
people to ask this question.
Most areas in North America and Europe and some areas in the Middle East observe
Europe.
daylight saving time.
Hey guys,
most
you do it
areas
too?
in Africa and Asia do not. In South America, most countries in the north of the continent near the equator do not observe daylight savings time, while Paraguay and southern parts of Brazil do. Also, I just said daylight savings time. It's daylight saving time. Did you know that?
There's no plural.
It's not plural.
We just save one, not many.
Yeah.
Interesting. We're all learning more today on this podcast.
Man, you just made me think about daylight saving time, and I wasn't ready to think that hard. I just do it blindly without asking questions.
I know.
This is how I am. I'm a follower.
Hop on that bandwagon.
I'm really glad that you're making me ask the tough questions.
Yeah. All right. Anything else that you wanted to spit out before we jump into our topic today?
No, because basically our topic is going to be me just spitting out stuff too.
Same thing. I think we should set a time limit because we could go on forever about this stuff.
I can be pretty quick. I can be pretty succinct about many of the things that I'm going to talk about.
All right. So today, in the spirit of Thanksgiving.
Yes. Which, if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
Yes.
It's another thing where you're like, we just do it because we're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
It's a day where we all get together and nobody goes to work unless you work at a news station and then you do go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And you eat a big meal and be around your family, and then sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes that's not so good. But you do it anyway. And you eat copious amounts of food. And you feel terrible.
And then you feel terrible, but you just keep going up. It's like an endless buffet of food.
So stereotypically American. You eat a ton of food. You watch football all day.
The women shop.
Go shop. Oh, yeah, and this whole Black Friday. Oh, guys, it's a monster of a holiday. It's gotten so out of hand, and it's just it's not the best. But it's happening this week.
Yes.
It's Thursday. We'll be eating the traditional Thanksgiving meal, which is turkey.
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Best food in the world.
Mm-hmm.
There's all. It's just it's just stuff you do every year because you do it.
Yes.
So it's Thursday, and so the good thing about Thanksgiving is that it is a time to look back on your life and talk about what we're thankful for, what we're grateful for, the good things going on in our lives.
Things that we have been blessed with.
Yes, I don't think people really do that on Thanksgiving anymore, but we're going to do it tonight.
My family does.
I believe that.
My family does.
I believe that.
We make a big deal out of all month. We say every day something we're thankful for, and they can't be the same.
That's awesome.
One year, if any of you have kids, or just like to be a fun human being, we bought white t-shirts, and you can buy fabric markers. Mm-hmm. And we wrote day 1, day 2, day 3 all over our shirts.
Awesome.
And then every day we had to go around and write something we were thankful for on the shirt. And then on Thanksgiving Day, my husband, my kids, and I all wore our shirts.
That's a great idea.
It was so fun.
Was that a Who Arted idea?
It was a Who Arted idea.
You guys can find ideas like that and more at our sponsor's website, whoarted.com, who-arted, arted.com.
I'll have to post a picture. It's one of my favorite family photos when my kids were little. We all had our little thankful shirts on. But anyway... We should all be doing it.
We should. My family doesn't do that. My family's like, is this over yet? Are we still in the same room together?
My favorite thing ever is this week on Instagram, I saw somebody wrote, or Twitter, Thanksgiving, I can't wait to drive several hours to spend a day with family who question my every life choice.
With people who will ask me why I don't have my life together.
Yes.
And I can be like, you think I know?
And then at the end of the day, you're like, you're supposed to be grateful for us.
Yeah. Bye. Just kidding. My family's not that bad. They're fine.
So let's dig in. Megan, why don't you go first? What is something you are thankful for?
I'm going to start this on a serious note, and it seems very general, but I am going to say that I am actually very thankful for K-dramas and K-pop this year specifically, because with my life going through a lot of changes, a lot of ups and downs, I quit my job, I moved, I've been traveling a ton. They have remained a very important constant in my life. So wherever I am, I have them. Wherever I go, I can still listen to my music. I can still get online and watch my dramas. I can still obsessively refresh my Twitter feed, which I get that all of that probably sounds really unhealthy, but it's been really good for me, where it's like, as stressed out as I am being in Los Angeles, or as stressed out as I am moving to Chicago or whatever, it's very calming to know I have that. Like, that's still there. That's not going anywhere. Wherever I go, it can come with me. So that's been very, very important. So I'm really, really, really thankful for that.
That is so funny, because the first thing that I wrote down that I'm grateful for is just the internet.
That is a very good
the World
point.
Wide Web, because without it, I would not know about these amazing cultures.
No. We'd be stuck in our little bubbles.
That I love so much.
It's true.
So,
really,
very simple.
I should have said the internet also, because I couldn't do any of those things without it.
Well, here's the thing, guys. If you're sitting at your Thanksgiving table and they do that whole, what are you thankful for? Maybe say the internet. I know that sounds weird, but
it's how we're all friends.
I mean, that's how we're all together.
We have the internet.
That's how
We'll
we are all
always
sharing
have
our
the internet.
experiences all over the world together. I think that's a beautiful thing.
That's a constant debate about whether it's ruining our world or improving it. It's doing both, guys. It's how you use it.
It's how you use it.
In this specific instance, we're using it really well. Usually I'm using it really well in this specific instance. Sometimes it's like, okay, Megan, you need help, but whatever, who cares? I'm thankful for it.
We're thankful for it. So, K-pop, K-dramas,
And the internet.
and the internet. Beautiful.
I then said another internet-related one on a less serious note, but I am very serious about it. Bam Bam's Instagram feed.
Bam Bam.
Where'd you come from,
All right,
bud?
guys. If you don't remember and you're not a GOT7 fan, Bam Bam is a member of GOT7. Dang. If you don't follow him on Instagram, he went and drank some big boy juice.
I mean, honestly, like, he's always been adorable, but he's like a dang model now. I can't believe
Megan, I can't
I'm,
pour words.
speechless. I send Becca every single picture of him because he's so handsome. It's like, it's not just that he's good looking. These shots that he's posting are art. They're artistic. They're incredible photos. And every time I see one, I'm just like, I am thankful for you, Bam Bam. I'm very grateful that you posted this. Because they are gorgeous pictures. And it's like, so many of them. They're just beautiful photos. Incredible. So I just wanted to say, I'm really grateful to Bam Bam's Instagram. And I'm grateful that Bam Bam has an Instagram. Because some idols aren't allowed to have their own Instagram feeds. Which is, again, probably smart. They're young people and they're very rich and famous. But he does a great job with his and I love it. So.
Yeah. I'm on board with that one.
Right?
All right. My next one is also, I'm very serious about it, but it's not a serious thing. I was scrolling through my YouTube playlists and Eyes, Nose, Lips, the music video came on.
Oh,
and I was like,
iconic.
I am thankful for weights. I am thankful for high protein, low carb meals.
Wow.
That I don't consume, but that Tay consumes.
I'm thankful for them for other people as long as I don't have to eat them.
Or lift them.
Yeah, he is the fittest person I've ever seen in my life.
And just stunning.
That music video is amazing because literally nothing happens. It's like,
no, he stands there.
A shot just pulling out farther from him, and he's such a good performer and he's so emotive when he sings that it seems like the most intense dramatic video. And I feel like to do that amount of just close-up acting while you're lip-syncing your song must be really hard. But he seems so... It seems so, like, in the moment and authentic.
I feel like maybe he copied it from D'Angelo.
Did he?
Do you remember that music video?
No.
Oh, girl. I'm going to send you that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's going back to, like, college days, Becca, and I thought, who is this person?
What's the song called?
Isn't it How Does This Feel? Wait, I'll think of it.
Okay.
I'll think of it.
Yeah,
I can hum it in my head.
It's somehow in the
See,
back
I get
of my
distracted
brain.
though, because all I think about is the visual. Like, I hear the music and I can hum along, but I'm like, I never really pay attention to the words because the visual is very distracting.
Yeah.
But it's like almost a complete. I feel like Tay kind of stole it from him. Whatever, it works.
It's
Whatever works. Also, I'm thankful for it because there are so many remakes of it. So Tableau did a version.
Yes, you love that one.
And I love that version of the song. So if you haven't heard Tableau's version of Eyes, Nose, Lips, go check it out. It's all in English. Like, whenever my friends are like, hey, what do you recommend for K-pop? I'm like, the English version of Eyes, Nose, Lips. And then when you're addicted, I'm going to give you the Korean version.
Baby steps to the
and
elevator.
then I'm going to show you.
Baby steps down the hall.
Just keep pulling.
Yeah.
Keep pulling you in. So, I'm thankful for that song.
That's great.
And for him, but for all of it.
That is such a good song. That's one of those songs that, you know how like you can over-listen to some songs so that you have to step away from them for a while?
Mm-hmm.
So even when they pop up in your playlist, you're like, man, I'm going to just pass. Not that ever. Never that one.
Never
That's
pass
never
that
a
song.
skip. We do not skip Eyes, Nose, Lips in this house.
We do not.
We have one rule. And that's
We have
it.
one rule.
You listen to that
ENL.
whole
For life.
ENL
For life.
LYFE.
All right, what you got next?
Then I wanted to just say, we talked about this once before, but I would say I'm really thankful for the fashion inspiration that I get from K-dramas and K-pop, but I feel like it's really nice. I used to love to read fashion magazines, and now I just like don't. They're all like high fashion stuff I could never copy, and if I want really great street style inspiration, I go to a K-drama.
Amen.
They're way ahead of
Or
America.
airport photos.
Oh, I actually was going to put airport photos on my list of things I'm thankful for because I'm very thankful for airport photos.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys don't know what that means, take your favorite idol or actor and just Google their name and airport photos, and you will not regret it.
No.
You will be a changed person.
You will make sure you got some room on your phone because you want to save a lot of them.
Dang, man.
I saved like 5 today
Yeah, I really want
of a
to.
guy that I was convinced I would never find
I
attractive.
want to look up airport photos now.
When we're done.
Okay,
That'll be our Thanksgiving Day activity.
so fashion was my third one.
I love that so much. I wrote sharks because a lot of my favorite shows jump the shark. And so, but I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
We kind of sign up for that level of ridiculous drama.
I am thankful for crazy writers who are like, you know what would be a good idea? Is if the Grim Reaper and the Goblin were best friends and lived together in a house, and then we're going to have this young teenage girl come in and, like, turn their world upside down. Who would ever say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
and
People will watch that.
Also, the Grim Reaper had the Goblin killed in the Joseon era, and also the teenager's boss was there too. Because everybody knows everyone. Like, wow, that makes a weird amount of sense. And how about the teenager just goes to work at a ski resort for a hot second, and you're like, what? How did we get here?
I just think of, honestly, if you had to write down the plot for many dramas, and you read it to somebody who did not know what you're talking about, nobody would believe you that that's a real show.
Oh no, we used to do this game. We used to do this game where we would like tell the plot of a drama and then be like, people would have to guess if we were making it up or it was real. And the one that got Greg was a 400-year-old alien crash lands on Earth and falls in love with a beautiful actress who's going to be murdered by a sociopath. And he's like, no.
He's like, that's not
We're
true.
like, not only is that real, it's like the most famous drama ever.
Ever.
Of all time.
Or another great one. A man and a woman fall in love, but every time that it rains, they swap bodies.
Or
Also, she's a stunt woman.
Also,
and he's a chable.
Also, there's a girl, and she can see smells.
I forgot about that.
She can see them.
She solves crimes
Because she can
see smells.
We're laughing and joking. I freaking love that show.
It's such a good show.
I loved that show. Yeah.
Park Yu-chun at his peak.
That was like an eye-opening show for me.
Now that show had many working titles, didn't it? It was The Girl Who Sees Smells and something else. I don't remember. I always just call it The Girl Who Sees Smells.
Sensory Couple.
Sensory Couple. There we go.
Sensory Couple.
It was one sense, guys. It was one
sense.
sense.
Well, between them, he couldn't feel pain. So there was
about that.
He like cut him open, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't notice I'm bleeding."
Didn't know my pinky was on the ground.
I had no idea I was half dead.
And she's like, "I knew because I could smell your blood. I could see the smell of your blood."
I gotta rewatch that one. I love that show. Yeah.
You are taking me back.
The crazier the plot, the more on board I am. And I actually tangent. Rewatching My Love from Another Star, I was like, I wonder if the reason I can't get into any shows right now is because they're not crazy like this.
They're too realistic.
All the shows are like, yeah, like I don't want to know stuff that could really happen.
I feel like the most controversial shows right now are like, oh, it's a Noona romance. Like a younger guy falls in love with a woman 6 years older than him, and I'm supposed to be like,
story of my life, okay? Like I'm used to that.
That's reality.
I want a girl who can see smells. Yeah, I don't like the last time there was a bonkers plot. I can't think of it. Okay, well, no. I literally can't think of anything. It's all like judge ones, which I like a good judge courtroom thing. Well, okay. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out why I'm not liking the shows right now, and I do think I kind of miss the like bonkers romantic comedy, high concept, take you on a thrill ride.
Yes.
So ideas, I just miss them. I feel like it was kind of when we were getting in, that was huge. The supernatural or the like element of the supernatural. Mm-hmm. And it was fun. It was really fun.
I think that's why I'm enjoying While You Were Sleeping. Because my coworker, the other Becca, we go work out on our lunch break together. Mm-hmm. And she's like, so what are you going to watch today while you're on the treadmill? And I was like, well, I'm watching this new show. And like, again, try to describe the plot of that show to somebody who does not know or comprehend K-dramas. I'm like, well, so there's this girl and she dreams of things that are going to happen. And her dreams always come true. But then there's this guy that's in love with her, and he dreams that only have to do with her. And then if he gets involved in his dreams don't come true, even if she's dreamed those dreams.
Yeah.
But then there's third guy,
and he
only has dreams about the second guy.
But he's in love with the girl.
But he's in love with the girl too. But then like his dreams, it's just like,
and he has a dog named Robin.
She's like, you like the show? Yes.
Very much so.
Very much so. I can't wait to get to the gym to watch it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've had like a couple body swap comedies in the last couple of years, but even that feels like not that exciting compared to a dang girl who can see smells.
I want the girl who can see smells. This is how much I love that show. Today, I forgot to pack workout pants, so I wore my regular work pants to work out. Because I wanted to watch that show. And I was like, I'm not going to sit in the waiting room and wait for her to work out, so... No, I went and watched my show.
You know, actually,
you can call me gross. It's fine.
This leads me to the next thing I'm thankful for, which is the incentive to work out.
Yes.
For you, it's your dramas. For me, it's YouTube videos, fan-made YouTube videos about BTS.
Yes.
And I would not work out without them.
Which goes along with another one I had on my list, which is I'm thankful for K-dramas because they make me want to be a healthier person. Does anybody else feel that way when you watch a show? Yes? I'm waiting for people to answer me. People can't answer me, but I feel like they're always talking about like, eat your vegetables, eat slowly, you're going to get indigestion. Like, did you have hangover soup when you're hungover? And I'm just like, I should be more conscious of what I'm putting into my body. Thank you, K-dramas.
They just make me want to eat Subway, so no. It's not making me want to be a healthier person. Just me being like, man, I want that cold cut trio.
I want that cold cut trio, and then I want to go hang out with BTS on YouTube.
Yeah. I did, short, as we've said it a million times, I also had content creators on my list, so people who make fan-made videos, people who have fan accounts on Instagram and Twitter I'm so grateful.
Thank
the
you.
memes. I'm so grateful for the memes.
Thank you to all of you.
I don't know if I would laugh without you. I need you.
The people who spend, I would say, the majority of their day on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Creating great posts or interacting with other fans. I've seen it before where I think somebody that I must follow likes their post, and so it shows up in my feed. Mm-hmm. But it would be somebody like reaching out to somebody else like, hey, I heard you like whatever. And then they like share a video. And it's like almost obvious that these two people do not know each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is such a great, loving community.
Really
I'm so
cool.
thankful for this group.
Me too. Yeah, I feel like that's been one of the most pleasant surprises about this whole thing was the world beyond the entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
whereas connecting with other fans, whether it's directly or indirectly, it's just awesome.
And I love connecting with people on our Twitter feed because we will ask like, what's your favorite drama? And somebody will be like, I hated Healer.
Yeah.
I hated Healer. And I'm just like, that was one of my favorite shows. And we can have a very great discussion on why I loved it and why she hated it. And we're still friends at the end of the day.
Amazing.
Who knew? You can be a nice person and still have friends.
The only exception is when I'm like, I don't like The Truth Untold. And then everybody comes for me. Led by Becca with a pitchfork. Also, I do like it. I like it.
I love that song.
I just don't love it. I listened to it on the way here because I was like, give it another chance. And I was like,
Megan,
meh.
I'm not going to force something on you that you don't like.
I like it a lot. I just don't love it. Anyway.
That's how I felt about Best Hit. The Best Hit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like it. I felt like everybody loved that show. And I was like, it was fine.
It just wasn't for you.
It was fine. I didn't hate it.
Did you hear that sound?
What was that? What just happened?
I like snorted while taking a deep breath, or like sigh, snorts like a snai. Like a snai. I'm sorry, everyone. That was worse than the turtleneck. I don't know what I was gonna say. That totally threw me off. Do you have the next one?
Hang on, I gotta go. How many did you write? Oh my goodness, I'm running out of ideas here. Hang on, let me go.
I have 3 more.
I'm thankful for Megan.
Girl, I had that one. I was gonna save it for last.
I'm thankful for you for introducing me to K-pop and K-dramas. I'm thankful for the first ever K-pop mix you gave me on a CD. Megan, you want to explain to the young people what a CD is?
So a CD is like a shiny round thing with a hole in it. And you put it into a little slot and the music comes out of it. And then you take it out. And everywhere you go, if you have that shiny little circle, you can play the same songs in the same order all the time.
It's nuts. And the coolest part that I like about them is you can decorate them with Sharpie.
You can write on them.
You can write on the top of them.
It's so fun.
And so Megan made me my K-pop starter mix. Mm-hmm. And it had most of the Rise album.
If you can find the playlist, we should make like a playlist on YouTube or something.
We should. Let's do that because it was a really good mix.
It was like a great. I feel
it was from 3 or 4 years ago. So they're great oldies now.
In the post that I have ready that I haven't posted yet, that's my little wintertime playlist that I was talking about. I think I talked about that. Anyway, there's a wintertime playlist. I talk a little bit about how when I started getting into K-pop, I had no guide. I didn't know where to go. So it was literally just me Googling, like, you're just trying to search around till I found stuff. And it took months for me to even build up, I think, enough for a full CD. But then when I did, obviously it got easier and easier to find music. But that CD is basically my search from that first couple of months loving K-pop.
Oh, now I love it even more.
Yeah, it was like
I still have the CD. I still have the because then I wrote you an email with my reaction to every single song.
I'm sure I still have that.
Yeah, it was great. So I'm thankful for that mix.
You're so welcome.
Oh, and CDs, like, it takes time to make those things.
I love a CD.
Like, there's no better homemade gift than a nice CD.
Good mix CD.
I have nowhere to play a CD anymore, but
I play them in the car. That's the only place I have to play them is in the car. So I had thankful for Becca also, because I'm thankful that you gave it a chance when I asked you to listen to
cave
Kpop.
in on myself.
I'm thankful that you watched the drama with, you like actively took an interest in what I was interested in, and that was a huge moment for us as friends. I'm thankful for all the work that you do so that we can do this podcast. I'm thankful that you stuck with me for this long because I know I'm difficult.
You are not.
So I'm just so thankful that we have this. This is a huge bright spot in my life and literally the only thing I have going for me at the moment. Those $3 that we're going to make off those ads is a big win for me. A big win. Did I make you uncomfortable?
No. I mean, a little, but
You're fine.
I'm used to it. With you, it's fine.
I make everyone uncomfortable.
The next one on my list is, I just want to say very sincerely, thank you to all of our listeners.
Definitely.
You guys are the best and seriously are like a bright spot every single day. I love seeing your tweets. I love seeing your Instagram photos. I love seeing when you send us emails. I love hearing what you're up to because it's evolved so much past, hey, I really like your podcast. It's been like, hey, so like I told you, I was going to try this new thing in my life. And it's like, we've like genuinely developed some great friendships with people.
Yeah.
And so whether you're a casual listener, even a one-time listener, and it wasn't for you, thank you for giving it a shot. And to everybody that we love and adore and that we've developed some great friendships with, you've really made our year fantastic.
It has been so special.
And honestly, you guys, this might seem really silly. I have always been terrified of the internet. And like I've had my own website for 5 or 6 years. And I have a very lighthearted website. And I've met a few nice people. But more often than not, it's people being like, I need you to do this for me.
Yep.
Like not asking, just, I need you to do this. I need you to make this. I need this for you. And like nobody ever wants to like compensate you for your time or energy or share your work.
Or appreciate the time and the energy.
Yeah. And so I think when we started this podcast, I was really nervous. I wasn't really nervous about people disagreeing with us and being mean that way. I was more like, oh, people are going to want all this stuff. Or people are just going to like not appreciate at all what we're putting forth. And you guys have like restored my faith in humanity.
Oh, yeah.
Like
It's
you've
been
restored my
incredible.
faith in the internet.
We talked about this 1 or 2 weeks ago or maybe it was just the last podcast where we were super worried about starting this because we were so worried about the negative aspects that you have to kind of prepare yourself for.
It's been great. It's been so much fun.
The Boys Over Flowers.
Which I think is like the best thing ever.
So funny.
But
and Jungkook, who just hates everything we do, but he's still listening.
He's still listening. Hey, Jungkook. So yeah, thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Hopefully you'll hang in there for another year.
Yeah, hopefully we can hang in there for another year.
What do you mean? This is all I have. We have to.
We're having fun. We're having a really good time doing it. So,
can I do one quick thankful shout out to Jeff?
Please.
Who we just moved in together, and he has been a longtime supporter of my hobby for K-pop and K-dramas, but he's also been very active in my hobby, and I'm really, really thankful that he's taken such an active interest in it, and that it's not one of those things like he puts up with it. He loves that I love it, and he's super he asks great questions, he's interested, he engages, and I feel like I don't always appreciate that at the level I should appreciate that. So I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. I should probably throw my husband in there too.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah,
thanks.
Greg too. They'll never listen to this.
It doesn't matter.
It's just like, it doesn't matter. Then the last thing I'm thankful for, and this is really quick, I'm really thankful for Jin from BTS. And I think that if you like BTS, I don't need to say anything else. Just super, super grateful for him.
Just super grateful for Jin.
Yeah. He's really been bringing it this past few months.
He's been working hard.
In a way
we're
that
all
I need
reaping
him
the benefits.
in my life. Yeah. He is a chaotic, delightful mess. I love him so much. That's
what I want.
He is exactly what I want to be when I grow up.
He's our gin and tonic.
Oh, I love him so much.
One last note, and now it's going to sound ridiculous because we've said all the serious ones. I wanted to thank you for an answer you gave a while ago to one of our games.
Me?
Yes.
What?
We were playing the game, Who Would Big Bang Be at the Gym? And you said that Sungri would just be the guy in the hot tub.
He would.
And I gotta be honest, that's a fat mood some days. Like, if I'm feeling sad, I just just go back and listen to you be like, he's in the hot tub. The man is in the hot tub.
That's
it's the way you said
mood.
it. And I'm like, my whole mood is elevated.
That's amazing.
It's a whole mood. It's a whole visual. It's something I aspire to. Winning the 2 minutes soaking with sangri. Simmering with sangri.
Someday.
So
someday.
I'm thankful for your sense of humor. And that answer...
Oh,
whenever I'm upset, I'll get the simmering with sangri.
I'm thankful that you think I'm funny because a lot of people do not think I'm funny.
Well, I do.
I think you're funny.
So, all right. We do have... by the way, if we've missed anything, everybody, tell us what you're thankful for.
Yes. And you know what? We can be thankful all year long. It doesn't have to be this 1 week in November.
If you listen to this podcast in February and you're like, I have things I'm thankful for, send them our way.
Tell us.
Please.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I am super thankful for a listener tweeted a photo of Heechul from Super Junior.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, hey.
Where did this come from?
Whoa. I did not ask for this.
But it's exactly what
But I'm not returning it either. So
a keeper.
Thanks, guys.
Yes,
you forgot me how much I forgot how much I love Super Junior, and you guys were throwing it in my face this week, and I loved every minute of it.
Spicy Super Junior conversation going on Twitter, and it led me to a place that I dearly love, which is rewatching the Devil Dance version video over and over. That's a hot take if you guys haven't seen that one.
It's been a fun week for all of us
been
here.
Very
thankful.
Active and thankful, yes.
Very thankful this week.
For sure.
So our game today, again in the spirit of Thanksgiving, is BTS as Thanksgiving foods.
Which, again, we will give some context if you're not familiar with the general Thanksgivingness, because we know we have listeners all over the world, which is amazing. But this was way easier than I feel like it should have been.
Yeah, I kind of pitched this to Megan like an hour or 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe we could just do this game. We could see what we could do.
Ooh.
And then before we sat down to do it, I was like, I'm going to need a few minutes to think of something. And then I was like, oh no, that's done. It was pretty easy for me. So hopefully these answers make sense.
I think they will.
All right. So what, do you want to go first? Start us off, Megan.
Sure.
Our Thanksgiving edition of If BTS Were Something.
For Jin, I had the turkey.
All right.
Because it is like the most substantial part of the meal. It's the centerpiece, is like whatever, but it takes way too long. And it's like way too much work. And that's why people only make it once a year. Because it's like, it takes like 8 hours to cook a freaking turkey. So it's demanding of your attention.
Yes.
And your time. But then it ends up being basically the best part of the meal and the part everybody looks forward to. And it is the only real sustenance that you get, because the rest of a Thanksgiving meal is carbs.
Yeah, but also after an hour after you eat it, you're like, I'm exhausted now.
Oh yeah, you're like, I have to sleep for the rest of the week.
I'm done.
Yes.
That Jin, you were too much for me.
You wore me out, buddy. I liked it, but I'm done.
I had that Jin would be the pumpkin pie. Because you can do so many things with it. And it's usually like the centerpiece. You know what I mean? It's like the grand finale of your Thanksgiving meal.
Yes.
Is they bring out this beautifully decorated pumpkin pie.
Well, yeah.
And you're like, I do not have more room in my heart for anything. And then you're like, oh yeah, I do.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. I have room for that.
I basically emptied my heart for this. It's also one of those things where it's like you're eating the meal just to get to the pie.
Yes.
Like you know what's coming.
Yes.
So you're like, okay, let's get this over with.
Plus, I feel like when we were at the BTS concert, you made a point of saying like, Jin was very elusive and I never knew where he was. I was always like,
Kind of.
who's missing?
Where's Jin?
And I kind of feel like, at least in my house, they don't bring the pie out until the meal is cleared. So it's like, where is this pie? I can smell it. I know it's here.
But I would like visual confirmation that I'm going to be eating pie tonight.
I want to like get a bracelet with that engraved. I want visual confirmation that I will be eating pie tonight.
And then the other side of the bracelet is just Jin's face. Can we get those made?
Yes. All right, Youngie.
I said cranberry sauce.
Oh, interesting, Megan.
Did you say that also?
No, I have it for somebody else, but tell me why.
So I said because it's a little tart,
Mm-hmm.
It's very sweet.
All right.
And people who love it so hard and unconditionally and would probably kill for it.
I could see that.
Because I know I personally am a very intense cranberry sauce defender. Yes. Do you not like it?
Not for me.
Is this the candy corn thing all over
This is
again?
the candy. I do not agree with you on either of these.
Like Yoongi fans, I am passionate about my love for cranberry sauce.
Fascinating.
I feel like we were talking this weekend about, we started this hashtag on Twitter, Story of My Bias, and I explained how Jungkook became my bias. And one of our listeners posted how Yoongi became hers and how she's never looked back. And I'm like, that's a Yoongi fan, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are intensely loyal to that man. And I respect it deeply because I know he's constantly stealing my attention away from everybody else. But yeah, cranberry sauce was the first came to mind. Not only because the palette matches his personality, in my opinion.
Yes.
But also because it's like a side dish, but also kind of dessert. It's like, you can be anything.
Mm-hmm.
This can go anywhere on this table.
Yes.
But also because people who love it hard. And
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that answer a lot.
thank you.
So I actually had 2 answers.
You can do both.
Okay. So the one that I decided I wasn't going to go with, but I'm going to say anyway, because it's our show and we can say whatever we want to say. Originally, I had pretzel salad for the exact same reason, where it's like salty but sweet, and then it's also like crunchy but chewy. It's everything.
The thing about pretzel salad, I did not know what that was until I started dating
I think
Jeff.
it's a Midwest thing. I think this is a regional thing. Pretzel salad
It's so good.
is so gosh darn good.
It's like
Go Google a recipe.
Jell-O?
It's basically crunched up pretzels on the bottom of a pan.
Yeah.
And then a thick layer of whipping cream. And then the top layer is strawberry Jell-O mixed with real strawberries.
So good.
And they like let it set on top of the whipping cream. I know that sounds gross.
It's decadent.
It's the most delicious dessert I've ever had.
I never had it until I joined up with you weirdos.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
It's at every family function that we have.
I really like some of that
It's
now.
so good. And it's one of those things where I'm like, it can't be as bad for me as pumpkin pie. But then I end up eating like 6 slices of strawberry
Like the whole
pretzel
pan.
salad.
Been
Yeah.
there, girl.
So that was my first answer.
Mm-hmm.
What I settled on was, to me, Yoongi is mashed potatoes.
The best food in the world.
The best food in the world. It looks very light and fluffy, but it's a very heavy dish. Like, you have a pan of mashed potatoes. It's extremely heavy.
Super filling.
Everybody likes them. They're soft. They're creamy. They're just delicious. They're pale.
Yeah.
I love them. Also, they happen to be my favorite Thanksgiving food.
Me too.
So
They
I
never
love mashed potatoes.
ever let you down.
They never, mashed potatoes
Not
never let you
once
down.
have I ever had a bite of mashed potatoes and been like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wish I wouldn't have done that.
These aren't so good.
Never.
They're always delicious.
I'm like, I need visual confirmation that there's going
That
to be
there's
round 2
more
and round
mashed
3.
potatoes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's the way it goes down with Yoongi.
I love that. Oh, man, I'm hungry.
I'm starving now. We should have done this on Thanksgiving so we
with
can go
a
eat.
huge plate of food. For J-Hope, I said green bean casserole.
Oh!
Let me tell you all out there what a green bean casserole is.
It's also very good.
It's one of those. Okay, so here's why I chose it. Well, okay, here's what it is. It's green beans, and then cream of mushroom soup, and then French fried onions on top. So it's like the beans are mixed with the soup, and then they put the crunchy onions on top. Everyone flippin' loves it. People go nuts for green bean salad. Like, I've seen riots start over green bean salad.
I'm not joking, guys. There was one Christmas where my aunt, who always brings it, did not bring green bean casserole. And that was the same Christmas my grandma didn't bring pretzel salad. And my generation in that house, all the cousins were like, we are leaving.
Was it even
Why
Christmas?
are we even here?
What's the point? And that's exactly it. If you show up without J-Hope, what's the point?
What's the point
of any of it?
What's the point here?
Because it's like, it just doesn't, it's like, it doesn't even matter if you want to eat it, which you do. But I mean, like, if it's not there, there's no point. Because it is like a staple. It's as important as the turkey.
Yes.
So I said green bean casserole.
I love that answer, Megan. I said that J-Hope would be the stuffing.
Oh, I forgot all about stuffing.
Now, something that it's one of those things where I'm like, not for me. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I'm sorry, what? You cook it where? What do you do with it? What? It's so extra. Mm-hmm. Everybody seems to love it. I've just never tried stuffing.
Every family's stuffing is different.
It's different.
I think I've had like 14 different stuffings.
The
in the last
experience
2
is
years.
different for
Yes.
everybody. And there's something in it for everybody. Would I like stuffing if I tried it? Sure. Just kind of like on principle, I don't want to try stuffing.
It's good.
Yeah.
Megan likes it. Just like Megan likes
J-Ho.
J-Ho so much. God, I'm so hungry. This was such a mistake.
I know, we shouldn't have done this.
RM. So bear with me here because this is
Okay.
very personal because, again, I tend to get very personal when
Of
it
course
comes
you
to
do.
RM.
Of course you do.
So I said he's like the after dinner coffee or like a little cup of espresso after dinner because it's by far, without a doubt, the most comforting part of the night.
I love that answer,
You
Megan.
stuffed your face. You feel like you want to die. And then you sit down with this warm cup of coffee and your family leaves.
And your family leaves.
And you just like finally get to rest. It's that moment. He like not only embodies that drink, but like that feeling in that moment where it's like, oh, Thanksgiving's over.
It's like Thanksgiving, like I know that feeling. We're like, this holiday has finally ended,
It's
thank
just
God.
exhausting.
But at the same time,
It's
you're
so
like,
tiring.
I'm so thankful
Yes.
that I got to
I
experience
got
this
to
day.
have this time with my family. I
Yes.
got to have this incredible meal. There's so much in my life to be grateful for. And now I will sleep.
I love that answer.
He's that for me.
You make me look like a real bum. Real bum
I don't
here.
know about that.
Because I said the RM would just be the buns.
Hey!
I don't think I need to explain that one, guys. When I think of warm, toasty
know
buns,
what?
I think of RM.
We don't talk about RM's buns enough, frankly.
do not.
As like a world.
As a
As,
culture.
like, just in general. And you know what? No one likes to just boil one person down to one feature. It's not fair. There's so much more to him.
But
Have you looked at those buns? There's some toasty buns.
I saw a fan cam the other day of somebody like, I think they were trying to get Jimin, and RM walked in front of the camera and bent over right in front of it to like pick up a water bottle, and the girl like was like, ah! Like,
It's like,
and I was like,
I've
I mean, she's
captured
not
it.
wrong.
This
She's
is the
not
best.
wrong.
This was the happiest accident ever.
And I'm not gonna lie, when I see buns on Thanksgiving, on our Thanksgiving table, I'm gonna have a silent moment to myself to
Yep.
appreciate all those things I'm grateful for. And
Quite officially, you've ruined or improved buns for me forever. Forever.
Mom would be like, "Are you guys all done with the buns?"
Like,
No,
do not
Leave
take
them here.
away. I just want to look at them. She's like, this is why you need health insurance, so you can go back to therapy. I don't have that.
All right, Jimin.
Ugh. I said sweet potatoes.
Ooh,
Because people do candied yams, y'all. You cook sweet potatoes in brown sugar, and then you cover them with marshmallows, and then you bake it, and it's like the treatiest treat you've ever had in your life. It's warm, and it's soft, and it melts in your mouth, and it's full of butter and sugar, and it's like you literally just took a potato and turned it into something sexy.
and a yam, the like
yam.
unsexiest potato.
They're orange. They're orange.
They're hard. They're hard
They're-
to cut. They're hard to cook.
There's no point. In
They look ridiculous.
and then they're there, and you're like, oh my god. I'm going to eat this whole thing with a spoon. It's going to hold the pan right here and eat it all up. That's Jimin. What'd you say?
I said this. Now you have to remember my previous answers. I said again, my favorite food on Thanksgiving is mashed potatoes. So I said Jimin would be gravy
Okay.
because he likes to smother Yoongi.
Yes.
Love and affection.
Also,
That bromance is something
Actually-
in my dreams.
I gotta take this one step further. He smothers everybody.
He smothers
And
everybody.
when you put gravy on your plate, suddenly it's touching all the food. And it's like, oh, is somebody sad? Jimin is on top of them. So, like, you got turkey, and there's gravy all over the turkey, and you gravy on. I put gravy on literally every single Thanksgiving food.
No.
Stuffing covered in gravy.
I'm not even kidding you. Last year, I almost was like, I have to get a new plate because my gravy got on my pretzel salad. And I'm like, my pretzels are going to be mushy. I still ate the S-H-I-T out of that dessert.
I'm not going to say that gravy doesn't make everything better.
It makes everything better.
It makes everything good. And yeah, it makes everything good. Like, is your stuffing delicious? Yeah, but it's a little dry. Let's
pour some gin on it.
Done.
I'm sorry. Is your gin getting cold? Let's
gravy.
just dump some gravy. Dump some gin on it.
Bathe it in gin.
Bathe it. Oh, Megan. Now I want to simmer with sangria and bathe with
gravy bath.
Buns
This is going...
and gravy are ruined for me. And ruined in the best way for me now on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. I also dip my buns
I
in gravy.
I dip my buns in gravy.
Get me some more gravy. It was gravy mix today. It was 10 for 10 at the Jewel.
Ooh.
We bought 10 things of gravy, so I'm set.
Jimming in it up.
Yeah, it was great. That was a great answer.
Gravy.
Great answer.
He smothers everybody.
That is perfect.
I only said Youngie, but you took that to a whole new beautiful molecular I can't talk. Molecular level.
Molecular? Is that it? Is that the word?
Yes.
Molecular.
What a ridiculous word.
Oh, there was a word the other day that I said and I was like, oh, both. What a weird word both is. Yeah, I think it's because you were like, should I do this or this? You were like, should I watch Bridget Jones 1 or Bridget Jones 2? And I was like, why not both? And I'm like, both? Both? It's such a weird word. Both.
You know what would go good with both? Gravy.
Are we being too loud?
No, not at all. Okay. No, it's actually your boyfriend texted me.
Oh. Well, that must be nice. He texted me. I texted him the picture of us all set up. Oh, and he said, what movie? But I think he meant for a picture. This doesn't matter. Anyway. V?
V. What you got for V?
So I said just generally pie, but I was thinking like he's that person that goes above and beyond, and it's not just an apple pie, it's not just a pumpkin pie. Nate's got to go and make like a blueberry lemon cobbler or something with like a perfectly latticed, like the fanciest pie you've ever seen.
Yes.
And Nate is my brother, if you guys didn't know that. And he always shows off because he's a good cook and I'm terrible. I'm terrible. And so it's that pie where it's like so fancy you don't even want to eat it, but then you eat it and you're like, it's just a delicious pie.
I could consume that.
I prejudged it as something that was too fancy for me, but at its heart, it knows it's a pie, and I know it's a pie, and it just wants everybody to be happy. That's V.
I love that answer. I had that V would just be corn. Corn on the cob. Like, you can cut it off and put it in a bowl and make it easier to serve. Or we could take the stick of vegetables and just eat it
just straight
and turn it and get it stuck in our teeth for days.
It's like a fun game.
We're so happy with it.
It's like a cool way to spend a few hours.
And it's always like a competition of like, how many kernels are left on your ear of corn?
And you know the thing about corn is when you serve it to me, I'm like, corn? And then I eat it and I'm like, good Lord, this is delicious.
Corn is amazing.
We are blessed with this beautiful food. It's not only beautiful in color, it just tastes wonderful. And all it needs to taste wonderful is a little butter, a little salt and pepper, just a little bit. Amazing.
It's fantastic. So my family owns a farm. We have a big old garden. Big old garden. Tons of sweet corn. When my kids were little, it's like one of my favorite memories of them being tiny and like crawling around at the farm. They would just walk up to like an ear of corn and my dad would just shuck it and give it to them. And they would just eat it cold. Right fresh out of the ground.
Amazing.
And I was like, have I ever done that? Is that good? Is that safe? And then I would eat it and I'd be like, this is amazing. It tastes so good.
It's funny because you think about certain areas of the country or the world and like the food that they're known for. So like on the East Coast, seafood. You want to get seafood when you're on the East Coast. On the West Coast, seafood. You want to get seafood when you're on the West
Wine.
Coast. Yeah, you know, cheese in Wisconsin. Like the South, like fried chicken and
oranges.
Like, delicious oranges. Yes. Like there's just regional foods that they're famous for. Here it's like pizza. And corn. And I used to think like corn stinks, but now I'm like, no, corn is good.
Corn is bae.
Corn is very, very good.
You can't say that?
They did at one point. We're probably still bae.
Does bae mean you like something?
Yeah, for sure. It means like you like it a lot. It's like your bae, which is like your
Corn
baby.
is bae.
Corn is bae.
So is Jimin.
This is V.
I know. I'm just going back to my previous answer. Oh, I know we're on
You're
V.
right, girl. Jimin is bae. Jimin's everyone's bae.
Remember
and
that?
This is why he makes me mad.
That meme where they're like, or no, it was another one of our games. The person at work who's not in the meeting, but everybody in that meeting is like, I wonder what Jimin would think.
Yes.
He doesn't have to be there.
Where is Jimin?
We should
ask Jimin. He's not even on this team. We should still have him weigh in. He has really good insight.
All right, your favorite.
Okay, bear with me.
The
on
baby
this
of the
one.
group. What do you got?
Okay, so again, this gets kind of personal.
I would assume that it would.
So again, I don't know that this is regional. I think it might be, or it's just rare enough that half and half people find it weird, and the other half are like, oh yeah, we eat that all the time. I'm pretty sure you've had them. So this thing we do at holidays, only holidays. God forbid we go and try to make these any other day of the year.
I already know what you're going to say.
You buy cheap deli meat,
Yep,
chipped beef.
cheap.
You buy a hunk of cream cheese, and you buy a jar of pickles.
A giant jar of pickles.
The biggest one you can find.
Yeah,
You
fat
take
old
the
pickles.
meat, you spread the cream cheese pretty thick, you put a pickle in the middle, and you roll it up, and then you cut it into slices. I don't even know what they're called.
I think they're just called pickle rolls.
We call them pickle things. Did somebody make the pickle things? Is what we say. I said that for Jungkook.
All right, why?
I don't know. Because I eat way too many of them on Thanksgiving.
You're like, I need to pace myself. This can only happen at holidays.
Is, like, before the meal, it's really irresponsible for me to start going so hard on these pickle things. But, like, they're so good. They're so good. I just see them and I'm like, I have to eat them all. My brain is like, eat those. And I'm like, no. And it's like, no, do it. And then before I know it, they're gone. So they're irresponsible. They have no nutritional value whatsoever. Like, what does a pickle even do for you?
Nothing.
Nothing. But they taste so good.
This is so fascinating. My coworker and I were just talking about this today. And she just got married this summer. And her husband and her were debating if they should even slice up the pickles. Or if they should just
like a
leave
burrito.
them whole.
Seriously. There's like no point.
And she's like, I think tactfully we should cut up the pickles. But at home we'll just eat them whole.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, I could be eating these every day. It's not like it's a seasonal food.
It's not even like they're hard to make.
I make them. That's how easy they are to make. They're the one thing my family's like, here you go, Megan, make these pickle things. And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. I can make them. They're so simple to make. But they're so special. We only make them twice a year. I binge eat them to the point where I'm like, who are you? I don't even recognize you anymore. What are your decisions, you irresponsible person? But they make me so happy.
They're so good.
They make me so happy. They're so good. They're a real crowd pleaser. You bring those suckers out and they are gone. People are like, this is the best thing at Thanksgiving. And you're like, yes, thank you. I made them.
Yeah. I love this so much.
He just is, because he just is my favorite thing and he tastes delicious, I bet.
All right. Well, I had to round out the game here that he would be cranberry sauce.
Ooh, well, I do like cranberry sauce. Because it's not for you.
I don't like cranberry sauce, but it's that thing that's so popular. And I'm like, I should give that a try. No, it's just not for me. Mm-hmm. That's for other people to enjoy. And I can sit back in my chair and watch them enjoy this beautiful thing.
You can be like, here, Megan, have my helping of cranberry sauce.
You can have my helping.
Why, thank you, Becca. I was hoping you'd ask.
And then I'm like, did you want some gravy for that cranberry sauce?
Drench it. Just like drown it in gravy.
Oh my gosh. Just listening to our answers, I'm like, we eat so unhealthy on Thanksgiving.
It's so bizarre, the stuff. And again, it's like for the only reason is because that's just we always have.
It's what we do.
Somebody was like, this is the Thanksgiving meal. And everybody's like, yeah, you're right. We're going to do that from now on.
And somebody today, again, at the gym was like, oh, I'm working off my Thanksgiving meal before I eat it. And I was like, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, why?
I'm going to consume way more calories than I can work off in a week.
There's no way that you
And I want to enjoy it.
Yeah, seriously. Well, that's like the other good thing about Thanksgiving is that it's like a free day where nothing matters.
It's like the time continuum stops.
Yeah, where it's just like, there are no consequences to my actions. Of course there are. Again, God. And the week of Thanksgiving is just like such a cluster now.
And then the next day you wake up and you feel like crud.
You do. And like everybody's out like trying to kill each other for
shopping
deals at the mall, and it's horrifying.
Meanwhile, I'm just lying to my mother-in-law's house like, hey, it's 10 a.m. Do you think we could drink some wine? And she's like, already poured it, Becca.
Like, girl, I've been drinking since 9. Oh, that sounds
Thanksgiving.
Fun. It's a weird holiday. And it's so close to Christmas. It's literally like you do Thanksgiving and then you're like, God, we just did this.
It's like a warm-up to Christmas.
It seriously is. And then you eat the exact same meal at Christmas. Well, not some people eat ham at Christmas.
We eat ham at my family.
I think we eat turkey, but again, it's just like, why? We just do it because somebody told us to.
One year we really went out on a limb and we ate roast beef.
Girl.
And I remember thinking, who are these people?
I think my mom told me she had as a roast this year instead of a turkey, which is fine with me because I don't really care about meat that much. I mean, I eat it. I'm not a vegetarian, though in my heart of hearts I would love to be. But whatever you serve me, I'm going to eat it.
If you cook me a warm meal, I'm not going to say no.
Try and make me complain.
Yes.
Because I won't.
Well, I hope everybody out there listening has a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you are in a country where you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday.
Have a great week.
But you know what? Maybe we could all just make it a standard practice to be thankful on Thursday.
I think that's a really good idea. Every Thursday.
Yeah. Be thankful Thursdays.
Be kind on Tuesdays. Be thankful
Kindness
on Thursdays.
Tuesdays.
Wednesday's a cheat day. You don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything. Just be your best
self.
self.
Be a vindictive, malicious, bad attitude. Be a Megan. Wednesdays are for Megans.
Please.
Becca's are Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Well, I'm here now to dish out some homework to our listeners. We are going to have a 1-year anniversary bonus episode. So let us know. What were some of your favorite things that we discussed this year? It could be games.
Good idea.
Could be just funny one-liners that you really liked. Could be a recap episode.
Beautiful.
Let us know what you loved, and we will make sure that we throw it into the bonus episode. I think that would be fun. I have a lot of fun things planned for this. I have games out the wazoo. I have some guests lined up. This 1-year episode is going to be...
God.
Bae.
I literally just sit... Please tell me that your facial expression was just captured on camera after you said bae. It was like, it's going to be bae.
It's going to be on fleek.
Oh, that one's done.
Oh, it's going to be on point. Are we ballerinas?
Closer, but still. I think now they say like lit. It's going to be lit.
It's going to be lit.
Although that might be old at this point too. I don't know.
We're going to seem woke.
Oh, wait, no. Wait, I just heard like a thing that kids say. Oh man, because I was like, dang it. I just heard it and I was like, what's that?
That's your homework for next time.
Oh, what was it? Nope, I don't know.
It's gone.
I don't know. It's like a nonsense word that I was going to ask if anybody knew what it meant. Anyway.
Whatever the kids are saying, that means it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Swell, guys.
We're going to have a good time. We're also going to read some of our favorite comments.
I love it.
From listeners from throughout the year. And I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be super fun. Also, do you want me to draw the winner right now for our 10K giveaway?
In real life, but this is happening.
The person that didn't even know they entered
you lucky dog.
A makeup competition. I'm going to pull your name. Not out of a hat, but out of my computer. All right, so again, to reiterate, we put every single email address, every single person that's ever emailed us since the beginning of our time, December 8th of last year, into a pot, into a virtual pot here on the internet.
Hat.
And we're randomly going to pull a winner. And this winner is our 10K giveaway winner. We are going to mail you a very special gift, hand-selected by myself. I can't show Megan what it is because I bought her one for Christmas. It's a good one. That's all I can tell you.
I'm so excited.
It's a good one. So we will reach out to whoever the winner is. We will email you. Email us back if you would like the prize. Give us your address and we'll send it.
Perfect.
And then we'll share after Christmas, after the holiday season, what it is. Because I don't want to ruin the surprise for you or her.
Oh my God.
If it's going to be a her. Because we do have a few male listeners.
We do.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
The winner is Kara!
She was one of our first emails ever.
She was one of our first emails ever.
That's amazing.
So, Kara,
Oh, Kara.
I hope you want this prize.
This is so exciting.
And then, I don't think we're going to do another giveaway for a long time because...
Let
me tell you what, guys. Our winners, where does Kara live? She lives in the U.S.?
She does.
Our winners have been all over the place, which I love.
It's amazing.
But it's so expensive to mail you guys
shipping.
prizes. I need like a budget for the shipping. So anyway,
you can use all of our
ad money.
To
pay for international postage.
So, pay backlog international postage. I believe Kara is a Midwesterner also, so it shouldn't have to go too far. So
I thought she was.
Yeah.
Midwesterner. I thought maybe she was Canadian, but either way.
I think she is Midwest America.
This is fun. Congratulations,
Congrats,
Kara. We are thankful for you.
Longtime friend.
So yeah, I think that's all for today. Megan, do you wanna... Is there anything else we had homework on?
I don't think so.
No. You want to take us out of here?
Yes. We always want to hear from you. Find us at Twitter at Noona Ya Business, Facebook at Noona Ya Business. You can listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, Podbean,
Stitcher. And we're going to be on Google Play soon.
Google Play?
We keep getting requests.
Yeah.
And anything for you guys.
Guys, we didn't even know there were this many ways to listen to us.
I didn't know these were all things.
My family's probably like, listening to you in real life is absolutely the limit.
We do not want any additional. Yes.
YouTube, we're on there. And you can always leave us comments. Let us know what you're thinking, what you want to talk about. You can please leave us reviews. We want to know how we're doing. We want to know if you're liking what you're hearing. So always great to hear from you. Did I forget any of those?
I don't think so.
Also, as I mentioned earlier, check out our sponsor, whoarted.com, who-arted.com, A-R-T-E-D. And Who Arted, that's the website, but also on Instagram, also on all social media. So you can find her, Miss Becca, in lots of places. And you can get awesome ideas. So
fun ideas for celebrating
I love
life.
The thankful shirts. That's wonderful.
Super fun.
Yeah.
So guys, this is exciting. This is like our midlife crisis episode.
Lordy.
You
Yes,
know your business is 40. So whether this is your first episode or your 40th episode, thank you so much for joining us tonight on Noona Ya Business. And I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving.
Whee!
Bye.